It was Millasace, Miller the Gorilla, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. I know the vibes.
Hot dirty porch, no dirty glove bastard. I ain't get a job cause that dirty money fast. Street turn into a rapper.
All right, so we got Millasace off the porch with us today, man. How you feeling?
That's a fact. I'm good.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate you coming by today, man. So you from Long Island? Is that right? Where you from?
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm from Hempstead, Long Island.
Okay, Hempstead, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so how would you describe your childhood? What were you into before you were making music?
Shit, I was just outside, like, young and just wilding, like, we just trying, like, where I'm from, part of New York, it's like, Long Island is like underlooked. They think like, oh, these niggas got money. But Hempstead like the part where it's like, niggas don't got shit. So it's like, ain't nobody really expecting to make it and none of that. So by me coming to Atlanta to just chase my dreams, like, and moving out here, like, well, that's big.
Okay. How long you been down here in Atlanta now?
I've been out here for like 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just really started going hard with the music, like,
yeah.
I say like last year, you feel me?
So how does living in Atlanta compare to back at home in Hempstead then?
It's way better. You feel me? Like different scenery, new environment. The police ain't pulling you over and harassing you. And you feel me? You're not high speed chase every day. Nah, I don't gotta worry about none of that.
Yeah. So at what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
I was like 13.
Yeah.
Then my brother died around like 14. So that's when I was really just like, okay, I'm the man of the house, just trying to really provide for myself.
Yeah. And you dropped out of school in what, the 10th grade you said?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got my GED in the county jail. And I feel like that shit was better cause like, you feel me? It was just perfect. Like, it just was perfect timing. Like, I didn't think I was gonna finish. I knew I wasn't gonna finish high school, period. So the fact that I was able to get my GED in the county, I feel like that's good enough. Like,
yeah, that's real right there. Ah, man, you've been through a lot, bro. From the email that you sent me, man. You said you was homeless and on the run.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Yeah, I was living in in New York. We call it squatter houses. Like, it's basically a house that they can't find the owner. The owner is basically pending where the bank is gonna sell it, but they can't sell it. So it's abandoned. It's an abandoned house. We call it squatter houses.
Okay.
So if you're there for 30 days, you got squatter rights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how a lot of people in Hempstead, like in Long Island, they be having houses and shit, cause it be like some shit they came across and they'll squat and they get them squatter rights. They can't get kicked out. So I grew up like that, like living in different squatter houses. So yeah, just eventually it came to a point where the squatter house I was living in, it was in Roosevelt, and the police knew my address, so they was coming in every day. So now it's just like, I'm already doing, I was already twisted, but now it's like, now I really got nowhere to stay, like.
Yeah.
Word. But God brought me up from all of that, like, word. Like, that's why I tell everybody, like, anybody that's watching this interview, I want y'all to know that God is real, you feel me? Like, no matter what situation you go through, you can always pray to God, and that shit gonna work out. Like,
amen to that, man.
Word.
So when you were on the run, how'd you stay positive, man? Because I'm sure you're always looking over your back, man, thinking that, you know, today could be the day and all that.
Yeah, to this day, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm still traumatized by police, bro, just from how much chases I've been in with them niggas trying to catch me for the whole 9 months. And when they finally caught me, it was just like, I was like, damn, fuck it. But it worked out in my favor, though, because after, like, 90 days into my being in there, I was able to get a bail reduction and get out.
Okay.
But the whole time that I was on the run, it's just like, I was just trying not to think about it. I started trying to do positive shit. I tried to get in college because I had the GED from the county already. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just use that and try to, but then when I got caught, I only was able to do 1 semester because once I got caught, all that shit was over.
Yeah.
The school ain't even want me back, none of that. It was just like, so I was like, fuck it. When I got that case over, I just moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
Like, well, I came out here, $300 in a car, nigga.
That's it?
That shit made it shake, changed my life out here, like, world.
Had you ever been down here in Atlanta before? Did you know your way
Yeah,
around?
my whole family from Candler Road.
Okay.
So as a kid, I've been coming out here, like every summer I'll pull up, shit like that. Oh, but that was only up until like 3rd grade. So after that, I was never really out here. Like,
Oh, okay.
but when I came back, I was like, yeah, I'm at home. Fuck it. That's where I'm at.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
it's home.
You said your best friend snitched on you?
Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, wow. I was with that nigga every day for like 7 years straight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that's the reason I was on the run.
Oh, yeah.
He got caught first, and then when he went in front of the grand jury and implicated me, it was like, now I'm on the run. Like, you feel me? So I didn't really have proof that I was on the run, but I just knew. Like, you feel me? It wasn't no like, yeah, but it was just like the way they kept pulling up. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely on the run. But that shit crazy, bro. Like, how people could change up in a split second. Like, people that you think you know. That just go to show you there's no love and loyalty in this shit, bro. Like,
No, that's real. I'm sure that fucked with your trust issues, man.
nah, that's a fact. I don't trust nobody, bro.
And when you came down here to Atlanta, you got shot in the leg outside of a club?
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know what happened. I was drunk that night, bro. I was so drunk. Like, I don't even know. And I ain't gonna front. I don't even think it was, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was my fault. Like, I remember that much. That was my fault. Like, it wasn't no shit like it was some shit that was completely avoidable. But you know when that liquor just talking and you just like, you feel like, nigga, I'm by myself, nigga. It's bad niggas. I'm like, fuck that, nigga. I'm dragging my knuckles. I'm a gorilla, you feel like, nah, but I was just doing too much, you feel me? And I was wrong for that, and I'm a man, I could admit that, like, word. So, that shit neither here nor there, like, I'm on money time, Cartier Vision.
I feel that, man. So, and then you lost 2 close friends after you got shot?
Yeah, so when I got shot, my man's in New York, he had got killed, and then the next day, my other man's got killed.
God
Like,
damn.
back to back. So it was just like, and I wanted to go to both of their funerals. RP to Leak, RP to Clap. Like, I wanted to go to both of their funerals, but I had just got shot myself. I was healing up. And it was crazy, bro. Like, 3 days after I got shot, Pop Smoke had got shot.
Oh, fuck.
So it was like, he died. He got shot one time and died. I got shot one time and lived. You feel me? Like, so I was like, yo, I know God, like, made me be here for a reason. Because everybody that I know that got shot this year died. And the year just started, like, you feel me? Like, word.
That's wild right there, man.
Word. 2020 was a bad year. It was a good year and a bad year. Like, it was a lot of death, but it was a lot of money. But it was just crazy. Like, that was just I feel like that was just a year, like, God was just showing niggas, like, I could take you from here to there, or I could just take you out of here, period. Like,
Yeah,
word.
that's real. So how long have you been making music now? When did you first start?
I've been rapping since I was like 10. My big influence was 50 Cent.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was always, like, I always wanted to be like 50 my whole life. Like, how he, feel me, his whole run, how he did everything. I admire that shit. Well, but I really started like going hard, like when I say like last year. That's when I really like, nah, I'm really gonna do this shit, bro. Like, I'm about to tee up. Like, I'm going up. There's no, you feel me? Like, well. And then I dropped a video on Worldstar. It's called Back and Forth with my brother O'Rex. That's my day one.
That shit been going up.
He got a label called Tree Gang, you feel me? Like, that's some shit we started in jail when we was young niggas, like 15, 16. He's like, yo, Miller, yo, we go da-da-da. Like, I'm gonna run it up and we gonna put the bag behind this shit. We gonna really do it. So now it's like we really doing it. You feel me? Like, so we dropped Back and Forth. We got 6 million views on Worldstar. We got 300,000 on YouTube. So I was like, oh shit, like, that wasn't my first time on Worldstar, but that was like in a minute since we did it. Last time we was on Worldstar together was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
We fake went viral. We got like 100,000 views, like regular shit. But at that time, we was so heavy in the trenches. It was like, I wasn't thinking about rapping. Like, man, I'm like, yeah, we got the hood. We had the hood. We had the streets. But we was doing real shit. So it was like, at that time, I didn't really care.
Yeah. So how'd you get the name Millasace?
My cousin Rocco Benji, yeah, he Tree Gang too. Like, that nigga, I had came home and we was living in Queens at the time on the north side, and He like, yo, cuz, like, we was renting a room, nigga, 400 a week. I mean, 400 a month. Word, we going half of the rent, nigga, we chopping it up. He like, yo, you gotta make an Instagram, you rap, nigga. Like, so I made one. I'm like, yo, what should I call it, though? He was like, everybody was already calling me Miller. You feel me? So he like, yo, call that shit Millasace, like Miller and Versace. And I'm like, word, yo, that's hard. I never heard nobody say no shit like that. Like, yeah, I'm jacking that. We running with that. Like, ever since now, you know, like, it evolved. Like, niggas, some niggas call me Miller the Gorilla. But for the most part, my rap name, like, on paperwork is gonna say Millasace. My chain says Millasace. Like,
I feel that. So what's your creative process like when you're recording?
I like to be by myself. I'm a loner, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't like niggas. That's just me. And I don't think niggas like me either. Like, you feel me? Like, so I do go to the studio 100 deep, but I don't get nothing done when I do that. You feel me? Like, so I do it just to do it, just to play music and vibe, invite bitches over, have a party. But like, I engineer myself, I record myself. Like, I really know how to make my shit sound. Like, I really sit there by myself and make some fire shit. Like, I'll punch in, but I work backwards. So when I first record, I do the ad-libs first.
Really?
In the middle of the song, then I'll go back to the beginning. Miller, put the intro on it. Then I'll go fill in the blank, say a bar or two. Like, you feel me? I don't got no format. It's just canvas. It's all art to me, like, word. And I feel like that's what's gonna separate me. Cause I'm not gonna be in a box like, oh, this nigga just a drill rapper. Oh, he just a trap rapper. Oh, he just the person that makes songs for the bitches. Like, nah, bro, I could do all that shit, bro. And I could write for people too. Like, I would really write you a fire ass song. If you do pop music, I could write you some shit. Like,
okay.
I'm a rock star, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, for real.
What's your thoughts on the rap game right now?
Right now, I think it's in the best space ever. Cause now it's like you don't really need a label. You just need marketing. As long as you seen on all, people keep seeing you on the gram and all over, like every prominent social media site, that shit gonna pay off in some type of way. Might not be exactly how you envision it, but it's gonna come with something, you feel me? Like, so I feel like right now I gotta just beat the ground and drag my knuckles to the max, you feel me? Like, well, so something turn out, cause I'm doing this shit out the mud, bro. I don't got no investors like all these other niggas, and
yeah,
I don't got no big homie from my hood saying, here, nah, it's me, bro. I'm the big homie, like, real shit, not even trying to be cocky, like, I'm the one that gotta get this shit out the mud, bro, like, for real, like, I don't got no assistance, bro, so I appreciate whatever love niggas show, cause I know this a game where it's real shiesty. Ain't nobody showing love out here, ain't nobody trying to help the next man do what they do for a living. You feel me? Like, everybody want to keep the source to themselves. But me, I want to be different. When I get in position, every nigga around me gonna be in position too, bro. Like, I'm not, or else you not gonna be around me. If you can't get in position, why you around me? Like,
that's real. Yeah, and talk about the grind that comes with being an independent artist also.
The grind it's a lot, bro. You gotta really be on it, cause it's just you. Like I said, there's no support financially. You gotta get the money. You gotta pull up and set up the meetings and the interview. Like, you gotta do everything. Like, and that's the best part about it though. That you could be like, you could look back 10, 15 years and be like, yo, I really did something with this shit. Like, from nothing. Like, I took the initiative.
That's real. What was your inspiration behind your song Infinity?
My brother Ishmael, may he rest in peace, he died in a car accident. Like, he was celebrating his girl's birthday or some shit, and car swerved on, you know when the road be wet, nigga hydroplaned into a tree on some crazy shit.
Yeah, shit.
Everybody in the car died, 4 people. Young kids, bro, they like 19, 20, you feel me, in their 20s. Like, so, his sister was mad close to me, you feel me? Like, nigga, I was like living with his sister at one point, like out here in Atlanta, like, you feel me? That nigga did a lot for me. We was running it up, you feel me? Like, word, like, me and him used to swipe mad credit cards together, like, that was my bro, though. Like, yo, we at the mall. Like, yo, your piece is hitting? Oh, my shit hitting. Your shit hitting. Like, you feel me? Credit, like, we was going crazy. Like, we killing G-Star, shit like that, like just getting fly, like just having fun, bro. Like, so when he died, it was like, damn, I'm out here with your sister, like, and like that's my homie, like she did a lot for me, I did a lot for her, like we like family, like, you feel me? Like not even on no relationship shit, no shit like that, like just like we genuinely friends, like we fuck with each other. So when that shit happened, bro, that shit broke my heart, like, word, that shit brought me to tears on it, like, word. I had to fly back to New York for the funeral, you feel me? And then right after that is when I got shot, like probably like 2 weeks after the funeral I got shot. I'm like, yo, shit, 2020 was a bad year right there. Like when it first started, then my other 2 bids died. I was like, damn, that's like four crazy shit that happened. It ain't even 6 months into the year yet.
Yeah. And then the pandemic hit.
Well,
Like, God,
that's why when 2021 came around, I wasn't even really that excited. I ain't gonna lie. When it first came, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen now. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, is it gonna get worse?
Yeah.
Hopefully it
So
get
I
better.
just started getting optimistic. Like, fuck that, bro. When you got faith in the Most High, everything you want to be accomplished gonna be accomplished. You feel me? Like, nothing could stop it. Like, you feel me?
I feel that, man. All right, so what can you tell us about this new video, Big Stepper, man?
Yeah, that shit is hard right there. Like, word, like I feel like that shit gonna go crazy. It's gonna do a lot of numbers. Like, I'm dropping it today, actually.
Yeah, so it's out right now for the people that are watching this, man.
What? You said what?
I said it's out now, then.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. It's out now. So go tap in, make sure y'all watch that shit. Like,
So you working on a new project right now? Or you kind of just focusing on the singles and videos?
yeah, I'm working on a lot of music, bro. Every day, like I'm recording like 2-3 songs a day, like minimum. Like, you feel me? I'm forcing it right now. Like, but I got like 400 songs recorded. So when I'm not recording, sometimes I take a break for like a week or two. I won't make no music, but I'll just be doing other shit like networking, interviews like this, shit like that. But
Yeah. Who are some of the producers you've been working with lately?
my brother Young Crows,
Okay.
Young Crows Beats, that's my brother right there. Yo Zora Beats, Petrosky, MH on the track, Mark Drell. Yeah, and that's really, my bro Bubba Ran. Dae Dae had introduced me to him. That nigga nice. Yeah, he get active. Word, and then that's really it. Otherwise, I'm a hood nigga, bro. I still get my shit off YouTube sometimes. I ain't ashamed. Ain't no shame in my game. Like, fuck that. I'm a gorilla. Like, nigga, I'm gonna do whatever. As long as the music good, that's all that matter. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
We take care of all that other shit later.
How'd you link up with Dae Dae?
I linked up with Dae Dae because he was at Loud House, and I had pulled up in the I-8. Pulled up, nigga, I had rented that shit, so you know how it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my first time renting it, niggas. I'm everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to every studio out here. Like, you feel me? I'm networking. I pull up, nigga, I walk in the A room, but I was already solidified there. I was going there with Jet, YSL Jet. May he rest in peace. You feel me? Like, Jet was bringing me around a lot, so I was already familiar with being able to just pop up and walk in. So I just popped up, walked in, she's like, I'm gonna see who here tonight. I'm in the A room, nigga. I see Dae Dae in there, but I ain't know that was Dae Dae. I'm just like, I'm listening to the nigga I'm listening to his music, like, yo, bro, this music fire. You sound like somebody that belong on the radio. And then he like, what, nigga, I am, like, I've been on the radio, nigga, I got hits, nigga. Like, he started showing me, I'm like, oh, that's you the whole time? Like, he like, yeah, nigga. So he like, yo, I fuck with you though, bro, cause most niggas, like, you mad genuine, bro. Like, we just clicked instantly, like. So I took his number, was like, yo, we gonna link up. And he like, yo, bro, what the fuck? I wanna drive the I-8, come to my crib. We pulled up, nigga, next day I pulled it to his crib. We just locked in ever since on some brother shit, like, word.
That's love right there.
That's my brother right there. We spent a lot of nights in the studio, working, grinding, you feel me? Like, he seen me before the dreads, everything, like, you feel me? Like, whoa, like.
So what else you working on, Miller? What else is coming up for you, man?
Besides that, I'm about to drop a mixtape called Miller the Gorilla. And I feel like that shit gonna shake it. Like, I'm going crazy on that shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna have something for everybody on there. But it's not gonna be too long. All my songs is like 1 minute.
Just
1 minute
verse,
and 30
one hook?
seconds. Yeah, a verse, hook, like 2 hooks in a verse.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't ever make songs like 4 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Like, the world is changing, I'm adapting with it.
Yeah.
Word. So you gonna start seeing, bro, people gonna start making songs that's 45 seconds long. You're gonna go back to this interview like, oh, Millasace was the first nigga that told me he do shit like that. Like,
Nah, it makes sense because it makes people listen to the song again, which helps your streams.
right, cause they gonna be like, yo, this shit hard.
Run
but
it
it's
back.
only 60 seconds. Nah, run that shit back. Like, it's like crack. Like, they ain't get enough. They need more. They still chasing that high.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to be the founder of that. Like, niggas be like, yeah, no more long songs. I don't want to hear it if it's 2 minutes long.
All right, any last words, any shout outs before we wrap it up here today, Miller?
Yeah, I want to shout out my brother O'Rax. I want to shout out my brother Fleeto Leto. You feel me? Like, Fleeto, my brother, he just came home. He did 10 joints. He right there behind you. You feel me? You know, we was locked up together as kids. Like, I watched him go up. He watched me go home, come back, and then he still was gone. It was just like, now he finally home. I'm like, yo, he was in Macon. He came out here in Macon. I'm like, nah, nigga, you got to come to the A, nigga. Kidnapped that nigga. He ain't been back ever since. That nigga stayed in the A. Like, would have been like a month now? Been like a month. This nigga ain't been getting no sleep. He been in the stew every night, the club every night. He like, yo, I love this shit. Word. But yeah, that's really it, bro. Free Cashing Over, man. Free all the guys, man. You feel me? Like, you know, they asked about these colors, you feel me? I ain't know none of that. Like, this shit stand for the blood of Jesus, you heard? That's it. Like, I ain't blood, I ain't none of that shit. I don't gangbang, you heard? But this shit stand for the blood of Jesus, you heard? Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, word, GTO.
Hot door the porch, no dirty glove bastard. I ain't get a job cause that dirty money faster. Street nigga turn into a rapper. I just pray to 12 another catches. We gon'